Once again, I have watched movies and the celebration of movies, and I always feel like I need to do more, you know? I, sometimes, you get stuck in between a rock and a hard place, and when you watch movies, they just take you to the place that you need to go, in terms of that last montage that they just did. It was amazing, and I don't know. I mean, I feel like I gotta make something. I always feel like this, when I watch the awards, the celebration of cinema. I feel like I gotta do something, like, I don't know. There's just something about being lost in a moment. Life may have its ups and downs, but for some reason the movies are always there. And the feeling that it has, the fact that it can move people to unspeakable motivations, in terms of what you hope to happen in life. I feel that just movies in general, they just blow me away sometimes, because you're sitting there lost in the moment, thinking about various movies I've seen in my life. And many people will often joke and say, you've seen so many, but I often think, what would I do without them? Because if the world were ending, I would take two things. I would take my freaking favorite movies, and that's what I would want. It seems like in life's busy world, sometimes taking a couple hours out of the night and just to sit there and be lost for a moment, and we're thinking about most of those Best Picture nominees and things I all saw in most of those movies, and it's like there's something that I must do. It's like I feel like I gotta continue working on what I'm writing. I feel like what I'm working on will probably bring the world together. I may not always have everything figured out in terms of all of life or just in general. I'm always seeming to be missing the right answers. But I feel that, what I need to do is probably make something, just that, like that moment, that cinema. I don't know. I'm definitely moved by overall the performances and the heartfelt speeches that you see. I mean, the fact is that, like, the first winner, for example, she wasn't expecting to win. And there she was, this moment on stage, in terms of for the fighter, unable to say something. And it's just no different than when you meet someone or, when you care about someone, you're at a loss for words. And there's something about the emotion and rawness of being there. Like the fact that when you're doing your award, this is, for them, it's their night. You get on the stage, you've got so much to say, so many people to thank. And I don't think in our lives and in most people's lives do we ever really get on a podium and get to thank everyone that's important to them, thank everyone that means something to them, or thank everyone that makes something happen. And for me, I thank my friends. I mean, I thank my friends and family because sometimes, things aren't always going the way you hope. And your world is not exactly the way it's supposed to go, and the plan and everything else. And all of many times we don't actually get on a podium and just say thank you to everyone that means something. Thank you for everyone that's ever picked me up when I've fallen, and anyone that's ever, made me laugh instead of, caused me to cry or anything. I mean, just, it means the world to me when I go through this journey that I have people like I do. I mean, it's just like, I don't always have enough words to say it. and life is always moving at 1,000,000 minutes per second. But I wouldn't be anything without those that I love. It means everything to have people there, rooting for you. And I root for my friends. I root for them to achieve the greatest things and to go through and to accomplish everything that they want to accomplish in our time on Earth. Anyway, I just felt like blogging for a minute here, but for those that do what you do, those that inspire me, thank you. And for those that need inspiration, it's going to happen, I think it's really important just to stop for a moment and tell everyone, like how important it is, in terms of everyone has these dreams that you want to follow, and it's so important when you have people that will give you, a boost or a push to say, this is something that you can do. I know that for me personally, I'm often feel like I'm a little bit of a tornado, because unlike the movies, it doesn't seem to always go as planned in terms of, where you're going to be, who you're going to become, and I felt like I would take a moment to just celebrate cinema and the movies and the art, and I'm going to probably work on something really soon. I'm not sure what, but it's going to be something important. I feel like I can't go through life without having done something important, in general, in terms of, what I've accomplished. And there's much more that I want to accomplish. And so as I've been writing tonight, I've been writing about various stories that were in my mind, things that I feel would be important to the world. I'm not just, not just serious, things, but really just serious, meaningful cinema and writing. But anyway, this is all I want to say for now, but this is not a normal, no, this is just natural, I guess, but these were the things that were kind of coming across my mind, and, the arts of cinema, and I'll probably be going to the Bell Court sometime soon just to, sit there and watch something, random, but anyway, that's all that I wanted to say to everyone right now, but to those that, just like I said, to those that inspire me, to those that give me a push when I'm trying to get up the hill, or to those that pick me up when I've fallen, thank you. It means everything. It really does, in terms of just giving me that support, and I appreciate it. Appreciate my friendships and my family and everyone. So that's the end of this blog for now. Have a good night.